Hi everybody, Kim here. I just wanted to do as I promised. I'm gonna take a step of faith and muster up my courage to get in front of this video camera because I am not a fan of it. So I hope you enjoy the message. So today I want to talk to everybody about the art of reframing. I've led a lot of groups and I've heard a lot of beliefs that don't work for people who are grieving, but we can go way deeper than what we were taught about grief. You know, the things that we were told: give it time and get busy, and the typical things that we've been told and taught, so that we would believe those things are anchored. That's what we're going to call an anchor. We believe that if we give it time, it's going to get better, and it really doesn't because again, I've told this story 100 times. If you broke your arm and they told you, yeah, it's broken, but just give it time, it'll heal, you'd be thinking, I think I need another doctor, another opinion. So we're going to kind of go in that realm, but we're going to talk about broader subjects today. So um, I am actually in the process of learning how to reframe, because I find myself focusing, on things that learning how to reframe is different, really. Let me try to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. It's different than focusing on the silver lining, okay, if that makes sense. Because when you have to reframe something, you got to look kind of deep within your own heart and you got to listen to that. Because that's where a lot of your belief systems are trickled down into, is kind of in here. So you need to take some time and give those emotions the attention that they need. So I guess what I mean by that, everybody on this earth is going to have regrets. And regrets are a part of the grieving process. So what I mean is, when you put expectations on something, and you've buried a loved one, a spouse, a child, you had the belief that something could have been different, better, or more. And now it's not. So you have to make a decision to reframe it. And what I'm saying is, I found myself, getting too wrapped around belief systems that I grew up in. And I'll give you an example. Um, money. Money was a big one. We were not wealthy at all. We stood in the free lunch line and we brought sack lunches of whatever we could get in a sack to eat. So I had the belief system that there wasn't enough. It was a poverty mindset. And I've spent most of my life in that. That's sad. But I'm reframing it. I'm telling, I've released the shame that I carried from wearing hand-me-downs and holy shoes, and they weren't church shoes. I don't mean that kind of holy. I mean holy. I've had to readjust the way I believe things. That money is not going to control me anymore. I'm going to control my money. So with that said, my reframing is, there's an abundance of money out there, and I'm going to take charge of that. I'm always going to have enough. I never in my life have gone to bed hungry, thank God. So that tells me there is provision out there. I'm willing to work for it. So that's kind of what I'm talking about when you kind of reframe it. Instead of being stuck in an old belief system that somebody else stuck on you, you shift it and you reframe it. Another example would be when I was, growing up, I had, two biological father figures, both addicts, alcoholics, abusive, abandoning, and I'm learning, and they both were cheaters. So, because of the heart condition that I believed, which anchored here and trickled here, I am relearning to reframe that as well. That men are loving, men are kind, and men are loyal, and men are protective, and men are providing. And they show that love in their acts of service a lot of the times as well. So reframing it opens the door, and it brings down the walls that I've put up to keep people away because I don't want to get hurt. So I want you to spend some quality time with you. Okay? I want you to make a list of what beliefs are not working for you right now. What expectations did you put on something that fell through? And I want you to reframe that in the comments below. That's it. That's it for today. So let me hear from you. Talk to me. Let's get this community communicating. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Know I love you. I pray for you. And I'll see you next time.